I think that we are live, so let's get this show started.
We are live! Oh, for booting up cold!
Groovy.
No, Waspinator has a headache in his whole body.
How am I gonna fix that?
Give me some sugar, baby.
I don't think so.
I think
Well,
that
hello,
we are...
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes.
Oh, great! We're all gonna die!
Perkalabba ding dong!
Isn't that adorable?
Good evening. Are you ready? It's time for the hype of the night, the Breaux Show. And now, here's everybody's favorite two-stepping host, Michael Breaux.
Well, hey there, hi there, ho there, and welcome to a live edition of the Breaux Show, Brunch with Breaux, here on Friday, July 23rd, 2021, episode 71 of the Breaux Show. That is right. We've done 71 of these over the last 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years, who knows, of these live shows, and we've done countless others of the video to tape show, so we have a little bit of fun here. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. We've been out for a few weeks. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors. First up, of course, is... REtroCon 2021, the convention for the retro fan in you, coming to you at Saturday and Sunday, September 25th and 26th, 2021 from Oaks, Pennsylvania. I don't have the graphic up yet, but the Cybertronic Spree have announced they will be there for Saturday night at the Arnold's Fun and Family Center. That's right there that night during the weekend of REtroCon, so come out and see the Cybertronic Spree. Also coming out to REtroCon 2021, we've got Mark Watts, who's going to be the great artist that did all that G1 art, the Transformers artwork for their original toys, for the G1 toys from when I was a kid. Yeah, he's going to be there. Unfortunately, Alan Oppenheimer a few weeks ago had to cancel, so he will not be coming. And they just announced a couple days ago that, unfortunately, Kent McCord from Adam 12 and Farscape will not be able to make it as well. It makes perfect sense with COVID still out there, with the coronavirus still out there. They're just being extra cautious for themselves. Totally understandable. Gentlemen, I really hope you make it next year or another time to REtroCon, because I would love to meet you guys. Alan, I've met you once. I would love to see you again. Kent, I need to meet you, man. You are great. Now, we also still have on the circuit, though, William Catt. That's right. For the 40th anniversary of Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. If you sing it, you believe you can fly. I believe. Oh, no, we're not going to sing that. So he's going to be there. There's going to be a lot, 200 plus tables. And very shortly, we may be announcing about some kind of little trivia contest. Who knows? So watch for that on retrocons.com. Also, be sure to check out JoeBattleLines.com, where our good friend Fred, a.k.a. Leonardo T. Dragon, has all the great information about G.I. Joe, including the new movie that's about to come out. That's coming out this weekend. We're going to talk about that briefly towards the end of the show here. We also have brand new convention exclusive Walmart G.I. Joe retro toys. He just put the links up about 15 minutes prior to me going live this morning, so I wanted to get those out. Go check out our Facebook page or Joe Battleline's Facebook page to get the links to the Walmart exclusives for G.I. Joe retro toys. It's a new Stalker, it's a new Grunt, it's a new Cobra Officer, it's a new Cobra Trooper, and it's a Hiss Tank 3. Basically a repaint of the original Hiss Tank into a lighter blue, or Cobra Blue. But the figures look great, so I'm definitely going to be getting those. Also, be sure to check out Super Exciting Outrageous Toy Review, or SEO Toy Review, on YouTube, run by our good friend Kevin. Great stuff going on there, and I have a little bit of a teaser that I'm working with on Kevin that I'm going to talk about momentarily, so we're going to talk about that in just a sec. I can't say too much, but I can show you a little tiny bit, so be ready for that. Also, be sure to check out Tinkerbee's Toy and Comic Shop in Allentown, New Jersey, where you can get all your toy retro needs filled throughout the week. It is great stuff. You want to go check them out. They're still doing their live Facebook shows and toy sales and everything like that. Be sure to check out their Facebook page. We've got their Facebook page and everything linked in our show below here, so be sure to check that out. And also, Deer Park, let me play our disclaimer here.
Nestle Waters North America Incorporated, Deer Park, and any affiliates are not a sponsor, official or unofficial, of The Breaux Show. In fact, we're pretty sure they couldn't care less about The Breaux Show or Michael Breaux. No deer were harmed in the making of this disclaimer.
That's right. No deer were harmed. You know, Deer Park, the official, unofficial drink of The Breaux Show, Deer Park, where it tastes like real deer. Woo, boy. So that is everything going on right now with the show here. Oh, I think I may have just messed up our... Nope, okay, we're good. All right, so Spin Master Snakes, take us out so we can get into the show. Yeah. Nah, nah, nah. That's right, intern deer number 4. Let's dance to it. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, yeah, we're grooving now. What are you talking about? I don't hear anything. Dude, have you seen the new trailers for the new Snake Eyes movie? You know what? I've seen great. Alf, I'm telling you, it looks really cool, doesn't it? It does look great, but, I don't understand. Snake Eyes doesn't talk. Listen, in this movie, Snake Eyes talks. We just got to accept that. But we just got to accept it. Can I get you to not talk for a little bit? I suppose I'm going to go see if I can dig out some stray cats outside. I'll be back. Ha! I kill me. Wait, I kill cats. Wait, no, Alf, you don't kill cats. We don't talk about that. But I got to kill them to eat them and grill them and such. Alf, out. I'll be back. All right. So, anyways, welcome to the show, Brunch with Breaux here. The Breaux Show is live and talking, and we're going to have a little bit of fun and crazy and wackiness today, folks. It's a short show. We actually have something we're going to be doing around 12:20 in a little bit here. It's 11:08 a.m., so we're going to go just a few more minutes, but I wanted to come on because we haven't been on in a few weeks, and, well, there's been a reason why. Now, yes, we are working on this show day and night, all the time here, every week as much as we can. We try to come on live as often as we can. Even every week we were doing it for a little bit during a time here, but we've been doing things. We've been doing some things for our own separate business that we've been doing online for ourselves. I'll talk about that a little bit later down the line, but in the meantime, I've also been working with our good friend Kevin from SEO Toy Review. He called me up a few weeks ago and asked me if I could help him or come on a show with him that he's going to be working on, produced by a different company and whatnot, and I'm like, sure, the Breaux Show can make a little jump there. And I can't talk about too much about what it's happening right now, but I can show you I'm on a set. Now, the set that if you're looking at the picture right now I'm showing, that's not here in the Breaux Show studio. That's a whole different studio. Kevin and I are traveling to that studio like once every week or so and taping a couple episodes for this new show that we're going to be on, that we're working on. That he is the primary host on, and I'm just coming in as kind of like an Ed McMahon, an Andy Richter to him. And we have a lot of fun. We're talking about toys. We're talking about cool stuff, a little bit of news, and even some of the stuff that we get over the last few weeks, like brand new toys and everything. So that, as I understand, and all I can say, it should be out in August-ish or so. I don't know the exact time frame or everything. It's being worked on right now, but there are several shows already in the can, as they say in the business, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. So you will actually see this mug on screen again on a different show. Scary. That's just crazy, right? So yes, the Breaux Show is doing other shows as well. We're branching out. Who knows what this will lead to, what this will be, but we're having fun while doing it, and we're just going to go with the flow on it. That said, we don't have any news you can use this week. Again, this is a quick, short show, but this morning, today, dropping on July 23rd, 2021, from the mind of Kevin Smith, Mattel, and so many others, the Masters of the Universe Revelation cartoon dropped on Netflix last night, like midnight or 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I watched it this morning before doing this show. That's right, I took about an hour and a half to watch the first part of the first season, 5 episodes of Masters of the Universe Revelation. And I gotta tell you, no spoilers. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers, but there could be spoilers. So if you're listening to my voice, be wary of spoilers for the next couple minutes. But I will tell you this. While it is a Masters of the Universe cartoon, and the first episode, you can tell it is a direct, as he says, as Kevin Smith says, spiritual sequel to the original cartoon from the 80s. The look and feel and just the tone of it fits it perfectly. It is exactly what I expected with just updated animation. By the end of the first episode, everything has changed. And not only is it Masters of the Universe still, and it goes a little bit of a time jump forward after what happens in that first episode, you think it's a He-Man cartoon. It's not. it's got He-Man in it, but he's not the focus of the show. No. The focus of the show, minor spoiler here, it is not He-Man, and even Kevin Smith has said this in previews and everything. It's not Kevin Smith. It's not He-Man. Kevin Smith is He-Man. Can you imagine that? I have the power of making Clerks, because he is making Clerks 3. They're starting production now. Anyway, He-Man is not the main focus of the show, although great character in the show. I love the way he's portrayed and everything by Chris Wood. It is really about Teela and this group of ragtag people that come together, including Roboto, Andra, who's a brand new character, Orko, and Evil Lyn, along with Beastman as well. Like, they come together to look for the two halves of the Power Sword. Not a huge spoiler there. At some point in the show, the sword gets broken again into two power halves, and they have to go searching for them. I'm not going to give details on what they do, how they find them, or anything like that. But in the trailer, you can clearly see in the trailers that come out a couple different places. One place you do see, you get to go to Preternia, which is very cool. And there's a few He-Man characters in Preternia that I can't wait for you guys to go see. I was excited and sad and upset and happy and every emotion you can think of while watching this cartoon. It was there. The animation style is a great mix of the original cartoon series and the 2000X He-Man cartoon series. I love the look of it. I love the updated looks of all the characters from their original kind of He-Man look that they had in the updated look in the cartoon in the first episode. They do a little time jump and like Teela gets her hair cut. You see Evil Lyn. You actually see Evil Lyn take her helmet off and she has long white hair. I just thought it was great. But there's a couple of things in this show that really just holy crap threw me for a loop. And again, I don't want to give away too much, but where it is He-Man and Skeletor are the beginning and the end of this first part, they're key elements of the show. They are not what the show is about, I think. It is definitely more about Teela and her growth into a strong character, her own character with her own power. She is going to have the power of some kind. Whether she becomes a female version of He-Man, not She-Ra, but like a female He-Man or something, who knows? But I love this whole first half. I cannot wait for the second half to drop of the first season. That said, I will give one minor spoiler. I'm not going to say how they get together. I'm not going to say what brings them together to have this duo. But there's a duo that happens in one of the episodes. No romance or anything like that, just the way they talk to each other. Evil Lyn and Orko. Orko and Evil Lyn have this great time together in one particular episode, and I'm just watching it going, I want more of these two. I want more of these two hanging out, because it's two magic users, the evil and the good, hanging out together, talking about magic and what it means to them, and finding out more about each other as well. Like, you get some real, what's the word? You get some real info on Orko's origins, actually, who he is. You really learn more about Orko than you ever did in the original series, all 120-something episodes. And I was touched. I really wanted to see these two together. So, if you have Netflix, if you can, go watch this. It's like the length of a small movie. Go watch all 5 episodes back to back to back to back to back. Just do it. It is great. It is a quick binge. You can do it in the morning. You can do it in the afternoon. I highly, highly recommend it. Other notable characters, Man-at-Arms is great. King Randor and Queen Marlena. Oh my God, Queen Marlena had me in tears at the first episode. That's all I'll say. Skeletor. Wow. You know, Mark Hamill truly brings his evil to light and really takes him out of the kind of buffoonish leader to, holy crap, he's a menace. And there were nods to so many different things from the whole canon of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. Everything from the He-Man 2000X cartoon, I saw a little nod to that. I saw nods to the live-action film. There are even some direct line quotes from that live-action film that really were like, what? Did they say that? Did he say that? Yes, they did, and it was great. So I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Masters of the Universe Revelation. And Kevin Smith, if you are listening, if you are ever watching my show, bring me on. I want to talk more about this. I want to know more about this. I need the secrets of Castle Grayskull. Holy crap. If you guys really want to see me do a whole breakdown of this series, let me know on Twitter at The Breaux Show, hashtag Just Breaux It, and let me know. I will be glad to talk more about this, because holy moly, it was so good. Needless to say, go check it out. I highly, highly recommend it. That said, let's see. All right, now let's move on to our next kind of segment here. The unofficial official drink of the Breaux Show is a sponsor, Deer Park, where it tastes like real deer. Good. So let's get into
This Week in Geektastic History.
That's right. This Week in Geektastic History, brought to you by Deer Park. So going forward, let's go through a little bit of Geektastic history here. On July 18th, 1986, the first deep dive video footage of the Titanic, which had sunk decades earlier. That's right, intern to number 4. It sank, way back in like 1912, in April of 1912. They didn't have any footage of it or any pictures of it until 1986. How crazy is that? Yeah, I know. So, needless to say, it had sunk decades earlier. They were released. This video footage was released for the first time, showcasing the ship. It was a surreal underwater vision of opulence and death. This was the first time the world had seen a majestic ship since its sinking. How crazy is that? They actually sent robot expedition down to see it because of the depths and the pressure and everything. And this is the first time. It was a big National Geographic special. I remember the magazine, the video they showed on the news, and it was like, whoa, this is really eerie. And of course, about 15 years later, we get the movie from James Cameron, Titanic, where he used a lot of that footage as reference material. He was one who sponsored more expeditions down to Titanic to be able to get more footage, not only for his movie, but to try and preserve as much as they could and record the Titanic before it started to completely disintegrate under all that pressure. Also, on July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. On this date in 1969, man's momentous moment in space happened, and that's in my own opinion, and I'm sure quite a few others. Astronaut Neil Armstrong set his foot upon the surface of the moon and said this.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That was, about 6 years before I was born? Is that right? Yeah, about 6 years before I was born. And to this day, it still gives me chills. I'd be older if I were alive when it happened, but I'm okay at the age I'm now. But I think I can now appreciate it even more at my little bit older age, even being so long ago, over 50 years ago now. Is that right? Yeah. Like, it's amazing that with technology as it was even then, we found a way to get to the moon. And now we're seeing, space launches by billionaires and people who have their own money, and also the space program still. And things are going forward into space. There's a little bit of a private sector versus public sector race into space is going to be an interesting thing to watch, but it would not have happened had we not had the space race of the 60s and ourselves, America, getting on the moon first. So God bless you, Neil Armstrong. Thank you for getting us there. Wow. And staying in our kind of space theme, last but not least, on July 21st, 2011, the Space Shuttle Atlantis touched down at Kennedy Space Center in Florida, ending the Space Shuttle program after over 3 decades of service. Imagine that. Just at 3 decades of service that the Space Shuttle had been serving us to take us to and from space, to be able to put satellites up there, and it carried over 350 astronauts into space over those years. It's just, the shuttle program was key in our own space exploration and understanding space itself. Now, we didn't land on any other planets with the space shuttle, but it did its job in getting us to space to help us understand it. It put the Hubble telescope up there. It put countless other satellites into space. It gives us a better understanding about being in space. It's taken us and shuttled us back and forth to the International Space Station. So that in itself is amazing. The shuttle itself has now been retired. We now have different ways to land, including like SpaceX and everything, with rocket ships that can actually take up and land straight down like in science fiction movies from the old 20s and 30s. But without the space shuttle, we wouldn't have that understanding of what it could do to the body, to us in space, and we wouldn't have all the scientific knowledge from being in space. So, hats off and thank you to all of the astronauts that blasted off into space for us before our time. It's amazing. Whew. So let's talk about hashtag Just Breaux It for a quick moment here. Hashtag Just Breaux It. This is my do a good deed a day. Do something nice for someone without expecting anything back. Basically, smile at someone that looks like they're having a bad day. In and out of your mask now, you can go ahead and do that. You can give them a big toothy smile or maybe a little grin and let them know the day is going to be okay. If you're in a place where you can buy a cup of coffee for the guy behind you or for the gal behind you, do it. It's not going to hurt you, and it's going to make them smile, and who knows, it might just set off a chain reaction. Heck, it could be as simple as just opening a door for someone in the store, letting them in if they have a lot of stuff in their hands. It just helps, and it's just a good deed to do each day. There's been a lot of good deeds I've seen over the last few weeks here. I do have to say I was at a toy show in the last couple weeks, and I saw somebody kind of haggling over the price of something with someone, and the gentleman was like, oh, you know what, you're getting that, but I see you have your son there, and gave him, not an expensive action figure, but gave him an action figure, gave the son an action figure along with the dad buying something for himself, and gave him a little bit better price too. That in itself is like a perfect example of Just Breaux It. Seriously, you give a kid a toy. It doesn't matter if it's one that's super expensive. It doesn't matter if it's one that he's going to play with or not. Just that act, that kid's going to remember that and think, you know what? Somebody was nice to me sometime when I was, 9 years old, 10 years old. Maybe I can do that and live my life that way too. And that's what Just Breaux It is. Just doing something good for someone without any expectation is the best kind of feeling. And I want to see that more. So tell me your Just Breaux It stories. Go on our Twitter, hashtag twitter.com/The Breaux Show, TheBreaux, that's right, BREAUX as an X-ray, or go on our Facebook page at The Breaux Show. You can also go on Instagram at The Breaux Show, or even on TikTok. I'm going to be posting more videos there from time to time at The Breaux Show. Look for us there, and let me know your stories. Tell me your stories. Give me a video of your story. It doesn't matter how you send it to me. I just want to know your story, and I want to be able to share it with everybody here. And with that said, that's it. That's our quick show today. It's not anything crazy. We're not doing too much. We're just having a little bit of fun. Intern number 4, you did great on everything today. Nah. Judge Deere, thank you for supervising. Nah. Hey, I'm back. Did you get any cats, Alf? No, they're too fast for me. Good. I don't want you to get any cats. But I'm a cool cat. Yeah. Yes, you are, Alf. You're a cool cat. Thank you. Oh, my word. Anyway, folks, that is it for this week's show. Thank you for coming on by. We're going to be back next week, and we're going to talk about some of the new toys we've added to the collection, including some new Marvel Legends that we're looking to get. We may be able to build a figure soon completely, and if we do, I might even showcase that here right on the show. That said, be sure to watch for more information on this other show I'm working on with our good friend Kevin from SEO Toy Review. Again, I can't say too much right now, but as soon as I can, I will release it and let you guys know when and where you can check out this new show that we're working on. That said, let's take it out. Spin Master Snakes, take us out. Nah. That's right. I hear it. I don't hear anything. That's the point, Alf. It's so much fun. Only the cool kids can hear it. I'm cool. You said I was a cool cat. You're a cool cat. Cats can't hear cool music. That's it, folks. We are out of here. We are actually leaving right now to head out the door because we are going to go see the new Snake Eyes film in about an hour, and we will let you know what we think. Rock on, everybody, and have a great, awesome, rockin' weekend and day. That's it, folks. We're out of here. Rock on, everybody. Have a great day. Hashtag Just Breaux It, and how to do a good deed a day. We'll check you next time.